I'm unsure how I can increase my VO2 max Garmin running estimate of 57 further. Here are a few hints I already have. I began running at the age of 12, about every second day. Sometimes I did about a 5k every second day. In most recent years, often more shorter runs, like running to the gym, but also interval runs in the morning or 2k in the morning. So on average per week, I probably run in between. So in the last 17 years, I probably ran about 5 to 15 kilometers on average per week. Now it seems that the runs where I'm the fastest are the ones that actually increase the Garmin VO2 max running estimate, which means I should prioritize the runs when I'm really fast. Now for me, these runs usually happen when A, I'm still in my circadian high, so the first couple of hours of the day. Additionally, I'm in an ultradian high, so in the activity phase of the Bragg cycle. And third, when my power to weight ratio is still very good. So since I don't eat when I'm sleeping, my power to weight ratio in the morning, if I then go to the toilet, is kind of the best throughout the day. Apart from increasing it potentially a little bit more, but this pre-run carb meal then also needs a little bit of time to digest. And only in the last couple of months I actually figured out that it seems to be the gluten that decreases my functional IQ after eating it. So for the longest time, my leading hypothesis, especially when not really cognitively able, so maybe at the end of my circadian day, was that it was the carbs. But now I can also eat carbs, and of course now there is still a little bit of a downer effect from eating the carbs. Possibly by decreasing epinephrine, by increasing serotonin, so basically by kind of stopping the fast that otherwise would have happened, or the otherwise ketogenic diet. So now I can increase my power to weight ratio further by A, decreasing my weight at a given power output, or increasing my power output at a given weight. So decreasing my weight is not really possible because I also strength train. So it is kind of possible, but only by reducing body fat, which is kind of possible, but not really. I mean, there are a couple of things I might still be able to do, but measured on the Garmin Index S2, which is the scale from Garmin, I have been hovering at 15.3 to 15.6% body fat yearly average, now for 2 to 3 years. There also seem to be seasonal changes. In about June to July to August, I'm usually the leanest, and right now in September, I seem to get heavier. Maybe also because of outdoor temperature decreasing and potentially then being usually more carb loaded, but also maybe an increase in body fat, possibly also by certain types of carbs increasing prolactin, etc., etc. So it becomes quite complicated really quick. I also have been taking creatine now for about 2 to 3 years, which for about the first 10 minutes of the run, especially if I'm in a ultradian high, seems to give me an additional boost. Now the Garmin VO2 max running estimate seems to kick in at about 10 minutes at 70% heart rate max. The heart rate max also estimated by Garmin. But my nitro from creatine, mostly I assume, lasts only for about 10 minutes. So sometimes my VO2 max updates if I run only 2.5k, and this then is when I can still kind of push it.